Alright guys, I highly apologise for the stream cutting out there. I actually didn't find out until part of the video, well, until that scene finished. Luckily guys, I did notice, I noticed right after that scene. But the only thing we've missed is, we were up on the crane, we were dropping the car down, and so we dropped the car down, and I'm trying to think of the girl that was with him. The girl that was with him in the scrapyard. I'm terrible with names unless they pop up right in front of me. I'll be able to name it when we next come into contact with him, or unless it's involving him or the girl that was with him. But we dropped the car down, and then a werewolf came out of nowhere, managed to save her life though, the girl that was with him in the scrapyard, but we destroyed the car in the process. So I really do hope that the game doesn't throw me off the stream again, as I missed a pretty decent scene. But that's the only bit that will be missing out of this walkthrough. And I'm obviously going to just double check to make sure it's all working properly during the time that I'm doing it. But again, we've only missed like literally one little bit where we have to do a QT scene where we can either let the werewolf kill the girl, or we saved her, and we saved her by dropping the car on top of the werewolf, but in the process breaking the car. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but at least no lives were lost. So we're going to go back into the clues. So obviously these are two question marks still. Scrapyard note. Right, so in turn for the scrapyard note, the scrawled request to keep something off the books is a little dodgy, to say the least. There must be something here they don't want anyone to know about. The note is referring to Max's car. Travis wanted to keep it off the books in case anyone came looking for them. That's a fair point. We've also got question marks here, and then you can't see outside the camera, but there's question marks right at the bottom as well. Let's go through the paths. So team building. So Dylan and Caitlin went to the scrapyard. That's his name, Dylan. So Dylan dropped the car on the werewolf to save Caitlin. Caitlin and Dylan worked together to escape the scrapyard. So we saved them in the end.
Waiting around. But that's literally all we need to do. Just wait until morning, right?
Fine. But we need protection. Go see what you can find. It's better than just sitting around.
Okay. I do think as well, guys, that we did miss a bit of information, because again, like I said, sometimes it doesn't there's the hag again. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily make it obvious which is the path for the story to head in, which in a way, makes the game a bit more harder to play. you know, to get all the achievements that we want to get. The Hierophant, or the Hierophant. My poor boy, do you see what they did to us? How they hurt us. He's out there still, all alone. Each full moon they hunt him, armed with silver, trying to put an end to a curse they inflicted upon themselves when they set my show ablaze 6 years ago. Stupid children, but little sealers, or Silas. My little white wolf, he must be protected. You must not follow this path. Do you understand? Remember how I've helped you all this time. So that's another tarot card. But yeah, you know, as I was saying, going back to, you know, some of the paths on the game, makes it a lot harder to play in terms of being able to get every single thing. And hopefully we do get every single bit of information, or as much as we can. But there are going to come across times where I'll think, oh, I've missed that bit of information. I wish, you know, I can turn around and say, well, look, I've got every piece of information. But because it's not obvious to where the right path is, sometimes it makes it difficult to get everything. But hopefully we have got the right, you know, amount of everything. Okay. So it's pitch black down here. That's the generator. That's the ladder. Okay. See, again, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't necessarily tell us which is the right path to go on.
Hope it holds.
Okay. It's quite a dark area, this, again. Can we speak to Emma? No. Okay.
Huh.
Looks like the main fuse is gone.
That's why there's no power? Why would somebody do that?
What is it?
Silver shells.
How'd they get down here?
The hunter must have dropped them. It's probably how he got upstairs and attacked Caitlin.
These fucking guys are everywhere.
Okay. So I'm assuming we want to go up this ladder. So that's the only other option.
What'd you find?
Oh, just checking out this ladder.
Is that a tiny little door up there?
Yeah.
We'll open it up.
Why? We don't know what's up there.
Exactly.
Have you not been paying attention, like, at all?
Okay, what I mean is, it might be good for us to have an escape route. You know, we don't know what's up there. The lodge, there also could be a way for us to defend ourselves.
Okay. Guess that makes sense.
You all right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was close.
Well, they ain't getting through there in a hurry. Man, this place is huge.
Might need to rest a bit.
You'll feel better soon.
Cool.
I'm feeling pretty good, actually.
What are you doing? Stop it.
Do you smell that?
No.
Never mind. Let's just find another way down. A way to Chris Hackett.
Or just a way out, maybe? I'm done being chased and stabbed.
Sure. And another way out. Fine. Huh.
What's that?
Proof we're on the right track. Stay close.
Yeah, all the better to see you with, my dear.
Shh.
What was that?
I think we found Chris Hackett. Son of a bitch.
Trophy earned, mutually assured. Well,
You had your chance. You had your chance to wipe out that wretched family, and you failed. Doesn't matter. There's still time. We can still come out on top. Past is the past. Let's just look to the future, shall we? Death. Death takes many forms. It could mean change, transition, transformation, often interpreted as a beacon for the hopeful. In your case, it means, well, it just means death. The sun, the vitality of a new day. There's still time to wake up to the warmth of a night survived. Your choices, your actions, your very life hangs in the balance. It's up to you to find your path in the darkness and see the sun rise once again. The Hierophant. Where did you find this? Where did you find it? This shouldn't be here. He's been through enough pain. No, no, no. My poor boy. You see what they did to us?
Eliza 6 years ago.
What have they done? What have
This
they
pretty
done? God, no. Silas, my boy! Oh! Ah!
That's the sheriff, man. The old sheriff.
Mommy's coming, Silas. Mommy's coming, Silas! Silas! Silas!
was an interesting segment. Glad we found that fortune card.
My poor boy. You see what they did to us? They hurt us. He's out there still, all alone. Each full moon they hunt him on the silver, trying to put an end to a curse they inflicted upon themselves when they set my show ablaze 6 years ago. Stupid shit. Little Silas, my little white wolf. He must be protected. You must not follow this path. Do you understand? Remember how I've helped you all this time. Remember how much I've done for you.
That's an interesting segment, man.
The table, help me.
Okay.
Trophy earned, chapter 9.
Can't get much worse than it already is, right? Great. Just like the cartoons.
It's been off and on all night. Gives us a little time.
How do you figure?
They don't like water, remember?
Right. Oh, we should have just been swimming in the lake all night.
And die of hypothermia? No.
Alright, well, we're good now.
Night's not over yet. These fuckers know we're in here. And they're coming back the first chance they get.
Great news. Okay.
Right. We gotta get a vantage point. What the heck is this?
That was funny.
Okay.
What's not okay?
Sun's shining over here. We're just checking to see if we've got any clues, guys. Is that blocked off? Okay. Major glitch. Please move out of this glitch. Thank you.
Nice to put a name to a big mean face. So what, like Mr. H's brother, I guess?
Who?
The big dude from earlier, when you and Ryan went to the radio hut. Mr. H's brother, I guess?
Right.
Warn dog tags Hackett Bobby N 349 81024 APOS. So he was in the army possibly.
Jeez, I see you really struggling if they're begging for $1.
Okay, camp letter. Chris Hackett is asking campers' parents for additional donations to help with lodge renovation costs. Isn't that what camp fees are for? Where else would that money be going? Okay, we got lodge renovation plans, blueprints for structural repairs on the lodge's chimney column. Judging by the scrawled annotations, this is not something Chris Hackett has the money to action right now. The fact that Chris Hackett is asking campers' parents for donations means that these repairs may be more crucial than they first thought. Okay. Bloody collar. This bloody collar looks to be too big for a dog. What kind of dog would be called Ian anyway? Chris Hackett killed the camp mascot on the night Laura and Max were kidnapped. When hiding in the storm shelter, he devoured Ian in an attempt to satiate his appetite. It didn't work. Okay. High Priestesses. Eliza was killed in the fire that broke out at a travelling show 6 years ago. So Eliza is the woman that we go to each time. Her ghost roams the woods of Hackett's Quarry ever since, and she's been determined to get revenge on the Hackett family for what they did to her. Her tarot cards, once lost in the blaze, have allowed her to guide you through the night, though her motives may not have been as transparent as first thought. Now that makes sense. That's who she is. Is there any more clues around it? Okay. Okay. So the vantage points.
Harem scarum. Huh.
Ticket stub. Hidden behind a photo frame, this ticket stub is an indication that Chris Hackett and his two kids attended the travelling show Harem Scarum. 6 years ago. If Chris hadn't attended Harum Scarum with Caleb and Kaylee, none of this would have happened. Perhaps he kept this ticket stub as a constant reminder that things could have been different. Damaged memorabilia. Right. So we've got another piece of information to add to this. Chris Hackett was there. He and his 2 kids were present on the night of the Harum Scarum fire. Maybe the camp is in worse shape than the fees can cover. We just want to go through each bit. So that's still got a question mark.
No, absolutely not. We have enough on our plates already. Stop discovering shit.
How long has this guy been here?
Ancestral portrait. Large and overbearing, this regal oil painting of Septimus Hackett holds pride of place on the lodge's chimney column. Miner's lunchbox, so we've got information to add to that. Septimus Hackett was running the show when the Hackett's fortunes started to crumble. He was responsible for closing down the quarry all those years ago after falling on hard times.
A long time ago. Long enough ago that it was okay to have an oil painting of yourself.
I kind of want an oil painting of me now.
Keep looking, prepare for attack. Keep looking.
Maybe I should keep looking.
Laura and Travis killed each other during the chaos at the Hackett's house. Okay, they both died. That's fair enough. The ladder rung broke when Abby climbed up. The white whale. Ryan was mauled to death by Chris Hackett. Abigail and Emma found silver shells in the storm shelter. Emma and Abigail found their way into the lodge. Caitlin has Dylan's company in the lodge. So we're yet to still find, I think, Caleb, not Caleb. Let's have a look. We're yet to find, I think, Emma. We're yet to find. And Jacob. We're still yet to find both of them at the moment. Now, are they alive? I think Jacob was released when the electric fence went off.
Poor Ian. Some camp mascot to kick it before camp starts. Hindsight, sounds about right.
Chalkboard doodle. A memorial to the deceased camp mascot Ian. From the looks of the drawing, Ian was a sheep, though nobody got to meet him this year. The campers never knew how Chris killed and ate the camp mascot. In fact, they didn't know a lot about camp leader Chris Hackett. Bloody collar. Ian was a sheep, the camp mascot. Something slaughtered him down in the storm shelter.
We have a camp mascot?
Well, no, we did. You didn't hear?
You hear what?
He died before we got to camp.
Bummer.
What's this? Trail cam footage. It's like they're looking for something.
Yeah, in Chris's surveillance room. He's storing all the footage. I think he might be right.
So we've collected trail cam footage, archived trail cam footage from Hackett Woods, dating back 6 years ago.
I remember Mr. H's cheesy-ass announcements. Whoa.
Careful with that. That's a camp relic.
Relax. It's dead anyway.
Ah. R.I.P. microphone.
Where have I seen this emblem before?
Inscribed jewellery. Discarded jewellery thrown off in a scuffle. The inscription reveals that it belongs to Bobby Hackett.
What is it?
A ring with a crest on it.
Oh, very fancy. You can never pull it off. Sorry.
Okay, I think that's everything we can cover. It's a mirror. Just make sure one last time we haven't missed anything. Okie dokie. Prepare for attack.
Every day's been lonely through the summer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We're here to lead the way. Love meets for life, we're proud to say. Shout it, stratum, shout it loud. We're hacketeers. 2 months and you never learn the words? Showtime, motherfuckers.
Alright, we found Jacob.
Fuck this whole night. I just wish I could tell you I'm sorry. More than anything. Fuck. I just want one more night together. Is that too much to ask? Shit. Stop crying like a big baby.
Hide.
Not this time, motherfucker! Fucking idiot!
What is going on there? Should we go find the others?
No, we're safer in here. No, we're safer in here, and it's nearly morning.
What the?
gonna say run.
Let's go.
What the fuck was that?
It's Caitlin.
Holy shit.
Well, we gotta let her in.
Oh, we can't. The office door's locked from the outside.
There must be something we can do.
Yeah, but what?
Silver shells. If we can time it right, we can give them to her. She passes. If she passes. Over here, Caitlin!
Caitlin, you don't have time for that. Come on.
It's Silver! Hey, I'm here!
I got it. I've got that then. Game's being unjust to me now. At this point, 100% shot that beast then.
It's been an interesting night, wouldn't you agree? The cycle continues, for some at least. I have to admit, you've disappointed me, but not as much as you could have done. We're bonded now, you and I. And though the full moon will come again, and the curse remains, this night is over. Don't worry. I'll never forget what you did here. But don't you dare ever step foot in Hackett's Quarry again. If I see you poking your nose where it doesn't belong, I will never stop haunting you. Wherever you go, I'll be right behind you. The breath on your neck, always just out of sight. If you ever come back, I will haunt you until the day you die.
Ouch. Dylan survived the night by taking refuge from Caleb in the kitchen. Caitlin was killed by Caleb when she failed to shoot him. Having survived another full moon, Caleb Hackett returned to his human form. At least not everyone died. I know you might say, the White Wolf alive. As the sun rises, the White Wolf sinks back into the safety of the woods, waiting for the full moon to come out again. To come again. Like I said, I know we had people that died. I know we didn't get all
Summer
clues.
Tragedy. Freak bear attack leaves several.
We did our best.
What do you make of that, Anthony?
I love that term, several.
Like, the detectives are just, they don't even count the bodies. They're not like 1, 2, they're like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know what? It's several murders.
You know, it might be a tactic, though. They can't give out that information yet. Sometimes detectives are notoriously difficult to solicit information from, especially when you go in saying, "Hi, I'm a paranormal expert."
I thought we'd done the whole Hackett's Quarry thing.
Not this Hackett's Quarry thing.
What was this, like 3 months ago? Old news, dude.
Anton, introductions first. We are Bizarre Yet Bonafide, the podcast of the paranormal. I'm Grace.
And I'm Anton.
And together, we explore the possibility of supernatural involvement in real life, everyday occurrences.
And that's exactly what they are, real life, everyday occurrences.
With a shadow of spiritual, supernatural occurrences.
No.
Okay, so I hope you've got hat insurance, Anton, because I'm about to blow your mind.
Did you just ask if I had hat insurance?
Yes, it's responsible to insure those things which mean the most to you.
A hat.
Yes.
Okay, I know where your priorities lie. Go on.
Anyway, there actually is a real reason that we're coming back to Hackett's Quarry. There have been some developments, and I've sourced some information.
I remain skeptical, but I'm all ears. Under my hat.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, God, why? Why are you smiling? Stop it, I hate it.
Why? I had braces. I have to make use of them sometimes.
You do have very pretty teeth.
Thank you. That's something that a lot of podcast listeners might not know about me. So, it just so happens I've got someone on the inside. So today's episode is going to have a bit of a show and tell vibe to it.
Who do you know on the inside? The inside of where?
What?
You know someone on the inside?
Don't we all have someone on the inside? You know, an inner critic that says, "Stop doing a podcast, no one's listening."
You should listen to that voice, Grace.
Okay, well, what I really meant is, let's call it an anonymous donation. You know, we're not the only ones who flagged this as a bizarre situation. Someone actually reached out to us. They sent us a package.
Did you didn't open it. I don't trust anyone who listens to this show.
Oh, I couldn't wait to open it. Surprise!
Anonymous donation?
Okay, you've always promised me since day one of this podcast that if you could see true evidence, you will consider all options, right? Did you not say that?
I did say that, yes.
I mean, I know you...
Knowing for a fact that we would never see any evidence, I did say that.
Okay, well, we've been sent information, and we need to decide whether it's bizarre or bona fide.
Okay, fine. Let's do this. For anyone listening at home, we are about to open a package from a mysterious person who listens to this show. If you are the one who sent us whatever it is, congrats, you got us.
Sorry, the tape is just really... There's just so much tape on the package. Sorry, can you help me with this? Do you have, like, a key I could, like, slice at it with?
No, I don't want you to dull my key. Just use your fingers.
But just give me your fucking key, Anton.
No.
Give me your fucking key.
No. Get your own key.
Not like you lock your door.
Of course I lock my door.
What are you hiding?
What am I hiding? Do you not lock your doors?
No, I have nothing to hide.
You think that ghosts are real, but you don't lock your doors?
No, ghosts couldn't open my doors. They could walk through my walls, Anton.
Okay, you need to be more concerned with murderers.
So, remember those missing hikers?
Yeah.
What if I showed you leaked photos from one of their cameras? Photos that show them at Hackett's Quarry, supposedly where the camera was found.
I would think that maybe they went there and they dropped their camera.
Okay, Anton, let me ask you real quick. What makes you drop your camera?
Tripping over a root, being jostled, in uneven, row of cobblestones.
What about being murdered? If you dropped your phone, you wouldn't go missing. Where are they now?
I don't know. People get lost in the woods all the time. There's like hundreds of people a year. They could be anywhere.
That's not all.
No?
I'm about to lay a little something else on you. My sources also tell me that their backpacks were found at the summer camp.
Really? Then, okay, well then, shouldn't this be public knowledge? Why aren't the Hackett's prime suspects?
Exactly my point. Maybe they would be if anyone knew where they were. Is it all just a big cover-up operation?
Yeah, that's where it falls apart a bit, in my opinion.
So, we've got to talk a little more about the Hackett family.
Right, so these guys are like the heritage landowners, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Their great-great-great-grandparents were trappers who claimed the land way back when.
They just claimed it?
Yes, they did. They put their flag on it just like the man on the moon.
The Hackett family flag, right.
Well, apparently when they claimed it, they found quartzite.
Quartzite?
Okay, I was hoping you would ask. Fun fact, every building in the whole of New York is made of quartzite.
That's not fun or a fact.
Most of them are, but I digest.
Digress?
It was a pun. They dug the quarry and hit great heights of success before Septimus Hackett, classic bad guy name, the seventh son of the trappers, the number 7, has great supernatural powers, closed the mine down.
Okay, so then they only had the land to live off.
Yes, you say only, but this land actually spans acres. That's a lot of forest, a lot of unexplored darkness.
Ooh, okay, a great place to hide, to have all these dark secrets for this strange, reclusive family.
And this is where we start to get a little more into paranormal territory.
Okay, here we go.
Acres and acres of haunted woods.
If you say so.
Welcome to Bizarre Yet Bonafide, the podcast of the paranormal.
Welcome back to Bizarre Yet Bonafide. Anton, today I'm actually going to pass you some writing.
Okay, you're gonna make me read this? All right, this is...
What you're seeing now is a copy of a letter that Kaylee Hackett wrote to her grandma, allegedly.
All right, this seems like more of a you job, but I suppose I can read
I
this.
feel like if some of the evidence comes from your mouth, it will have more clout.
Right, okay, here we go. Gammy, how long we gonna drag this shit out? I know family is the most important thing, but I want to know what's outside the forest, outside this damn house and camp, and I sure as hell know that ain't about to happen because of who we are. Maybe we can explain what's going on. Fucking show people. Then they'll know we got no control over it. I know you just trying to protect us, but one day you won't be here no more, and right now it feels like we stuck in a dark hole. I can't sleep, Gammy, or if I do, I dream about that fucking fire. We were just dumbass kids back then. I wish it never happened. Love, K, XOXO. That took a turn.
Yes. Dream about that fucking fire. Does that not read as the haunted scribblings of someone who saw something that they shouldn't have seen?
Yeah, no, I'm fully creeped out.
She was clearly going through some stuff.
And this is legit?
I mean, I don't know why someone would fake it. Then again, I can't verify any of this. So, you've got to suspend your disbelief slightly.
Man, this poor girl.
Yeah, there was something going on, something eating away at her. And that's what I want to explore.
Okay, well, consider my disbelief suspended. For now.
So, I don't think that's going to be a problem for this next one.
Oh God, why? Holy shit, this is a cease and desist letter.
And it's addressed to us.
Dude, why didn't you tell me about this?
Well, it was never actually sent.
That's mad shit, fam.
What?
Signed by Travis Hackett.
We're not doing anything illegal.
Aren't we?
Think about it.
I guess it wasn't technically sent to us.
Cease and desist letters come from people hiding stuff.
Okay.
And next we have this empty vial thing.
Now, to me, empty implies that it was once full.
Samesies.
Bloodstains, maybe? Filled with blood?
Looks that way.
Freaky. Some kind of ritual thing?
Do I detect a hint of belief?
Love a good ritual. Kind of fucked up that these guys know who we are, though.
Okay, Anton, what you see next pretty much confirms it.
That you're a crackpot conspiracy theorist, a loser?
Shit went down at Hackett's Quarry this summer. Real, supernatch shit.
See, you always say things like this, and you're always overselling it.
You always have to oversell something to even sell it. That's capitalism, baby.
All right.
Okay, this is actual footage from one of the trail cams in Hackett Woods.
Oh, cool. A camera in the middle of the woods? Did they find a squirrel?
Be honest, if it was mounted on a mountain bike, you would watch that whole video.
Yes, of course. Is there a mountain bike involved?
No, but take a look anyways.
Okay. That is a bear?
That is a bear to you? There is no way that is a bear.
Okay, well, a skinny bear?
Okay, this could be some of the clearest footage of something like this I've ever seen.
Right, it's kind of blurry, though.
Blurry and convincing. Sometimes the truth can't be contained within the lines.
Right, yeah. And also, footage is pretty easy to fake. Technology is super scary.
Yeah, but what the hell were the Hacketts doing with footage like this anyways?
Huh. Yeah, that's a good point. Weird little video of a skinny bear. Yeah, I don't know.
Again, you keep saying a skinny bear. Have you seen a skinny bear?
Yes, that's very sad.
Oh.
Yeah, polar bears, it's hard for them to find food sometimes. Don't feel too bad for them, though. They're nasty.
Okay, but putting the Hackett family aside for a moment, there's more to this. Are you ready for some real spooky shit?
I'm ready for real spooky shit. I don't know if you can provide it, but please try.
Don't get too freaked out.
I'll try my hardest.
Okay. Do you want to hold my hand?
No.
Okay. Do you need someone to comfortingly pat your back?
Please just say what you're gonna say.
Do you want me to turn all the lights on so you
I don't want you to do anything. I want you to say what you have.
Actually, you might be a little freaked out at this.
Ugh. Is that skin?
Skin, fur, whatever you want to call it, really.
It looks human. Wait. Is it?
Apparently, it belongs to whatever creature supposedly caused all this.
Do we have the actual thing? Can I see it in the flesh, so to speak?
No, just the photo. Whoever got in touch was smart enough to not risk actually stealing evidence.
Convenient that we can't see the real deal, huh?
Come on, man.
Just saying.
So this next thing to me isn't overtly supernatural, but it'd be unfair not to discuss it.
Okay, so far I wouldn't describe any of it as overtly supernatural, but sure, let's do this.
Claw marks.
Wow, you're right. That is underwhelming.
But I'm kind of interested because whoever did reach out thought it was worth sharing.
Grace, it's highly likely this is all just an elaborate prank.
True. But if I treated everything like that, then I wouldn't have a job.
Fair point, I guess. Okay. You know what? It's weird. I'll give you that.
Oh my god.
I just said it was weird. Don't make a big deal out of it.
Oh my god, I've done it.
You haven't done anything. I said it was weird.
I've done it. I've turned you. I've converted you to my side. You're a believer now, right?
I will never be on your side.
I won. I won.
You did not win.
This is a contest and I have prevailed.
You have not. Look, I just mean I can see it. The lack of details in the news report and this stuff. I don't know, whatever it means, there's merit to the idea that something strange went down.
Strange. Interesting word choice. So, what are you saying?
Shut up.
Come on.
No.
Give me what I want.
I'm not giving you anything.
You've practically given it. Just give me the succinct soundbite I so desperately long for.
Okay, I never agreed to this title, but I would agree that for the first time ever, this case could well be bizarre yet bona fide.
This is the best day of my life.
And that's sad.
Why? Is it not yours?
No.
So what now?
We gotta send this stuff to the police. They can decide whether it's useful or not.
I just wish we could know more. I wish we could just look into a crystal ball and see how it all played out.
Yeah, but what fun would that be? Sure, we could speculate, but we weren't there. We didn't go through what these kids went through. There's no way we'll ever really know what truly went down at Hackett's Quarry.
Who the fuck even are you?
I'm being genuine.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You just launched into precisely the kind of content I've been trying to make.
It's just the first time we've had a coherent thought on this podcast.
Pretty cool game, man. Not gonna lie. Is that the end of the podcast? Because I don't want to interrupt. Very, very interesting game. I loved every minute of it. Bit gutted I didn't find all the information. Unless there's a bit right at the end of all these credits, which I can't see that happening. We missed out on 2 pieces of evidence, I think. Didn't get all the tarot cards, didn't get all the clues, but we got most. And you know, we've only missed, you know, 2 or 3 bits in each section. Maybe about 5 in one section, 2 in another section, 3 in another section. But you know, it's most of the stuff we've got, and I'm happy about that for a first attempt at the game. Either I go and come back to this game and play it offline just so I can get all the achievements without streaming it, obviously. That's I'm yet to decide. But it won't matter anyway. I've really enjoyed playing it. I don't want to stream the game all over again just to get those bits of information. Like I said, if I am to go and do that, I'd be doing it off stream. I hope you've enjoyed it though. I've enjoyed it. I've got a lot of work to do in terms of uploading it onto YouTube, so I'm going to be very busy in the next week, posting probably every day. I've still only done part 2 to this whole, this whole series. There's 2 parts left that I need to upload before I started streaming today, and it cut off with a little bit, but during that time when it did cut off, it had about 4 hours on it, and then we are still streaming now, and we are currently on 1 hour and 20 minutes. So there could be about, you're talking 9-10 parts to this game, because I'm going to put them as short as possible, and then I'm also going to add a short to each bit. So it's going to be a very interesting run on YouTube in the next coming week. And then obviously I've got to post, well, I don't have to post them onto TikTok, but I want to do that as well. And then I've also got to go through clips of Fortnite, which I'd played earlier, to post onto my TikTok. And of course we need to get back into the creatives and the death runs. So all in all, we've got a very, very packed week. Maybe 2 weeks, depending on how long this takes. But we'll get there, guys. I've really enjoyed playing this game. Very, very interesting. I actually thought it would be a lot more to, action-wise to it. And the fact that it was, some will disagree with me and say, oh, they wish they could, physically move the characters themselves. But it's very, very similar to the Dark Pictures anthology. I don't know if it's the same people who's made that, the Dark Pictures anthology. I think it is a different company that's made it. which I hope it's just, you know, it could be either rivalry or it could just be that they've decided to start making this as a horror game, and instead of the male British narrator in Dark Pictures Anthology, they've gone for this off character, which if they did that in every single horror game, it would be a very, very good result for them, in my opinion. The fact that I've enjoyed this a bit better than a Dark Pictures horror game is because the narrator is involved as well. But I mean, the narrator was involved in Until Dawn, I think. So to be fair, you know, I think it's more of the fact that the narrator in this one had more of a storyline and they brought that a bit more forward. But like I said, I've really enjoyed playing this game, and I've actually feel it's a lot better of a game than Trophy Earned Epilogue. Oosh. Death Rewind. Interesting. I'll read that in a second. But, like I said, guys, you know, I thought this game would be a lot more action orientated, which I'd play as well, I'd enjoy it as much, but this has way surpassed my expectation, and I've really enjoyed playing this game. You know, I've really enjoyed experiencing it. I hope they come out with more games like this, because I'd be the first of the queue to buy it. It come free because I'm on PlayStation. Well, I'm on a PlayStation package where I pay it monthly. I've got it included, but it would be £60 if you didn't have it as a bundle on your PlayStation. That's what PlayStation's really good at doing. But you know, I would pay £60 for this. There's not many games that I would pay that amount of money for, but this was well worth the money. But again, doesn't mean because I've said this is better, just tips it over the Dark Pictures Anthology. I am still looking to play the Dark Pictures Anthology game that came out in 2022. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. You've unlocked the Death Rewind feature. This feature allows you 3 opportunities with a single play through of the Quarry to reverse a playable character's death and try again to save them. Use your 3 lives wisely. Enable the Death Rewind feature now. Yes. You can enable or disable the Death Rewind feature via the accessibility section of the settings menu at any time. Can you select a chapter? Settings. What does movie mode Everyone lives, everyone dies. Director's chair. Are you ready to start the movie? We're just going to check this section out, guys, because I'd love to understand what it means. Trophy earned. Creature feature.
Why'd you kill the music?
I think you know why.
I don't think I do.
It begins with an L. Like the L word.
Lesbians?
Lost, Max. We're lost.
We're in geographic flux.
Right, so lost.
That's debatable. Oh, heads up. Yeah, honey, nice catch.
Thank you. Man, the roads are definitely getting worse out here.
I guess it's all part of the rustic summer camp experience.
Oh, right, that's where we're going. I lost track like 200 miles ago.
200 miles ago.
Okay, guys. I figured out what this is. Now we are going to... We aren't finished. We aren't finished at all. Okay, guys, so what movie mode means, because I've done a little searching, little digging while I was waiting for the game to load. Movie mode basically means when you let the game play out and you don't have to do anything and it automatically sets a path of, you know, if you want all the players to live, if you want all the players to pass away. So we're going to do movie mode where everyone lives, and we're going to do movie mode where everyone dies. It's going to be a heck of a, there's going to at least be an amazing amount of parts to this, guys. But look, we've played the game now. We've chose our own path. Caitlin, Laura, and what were the names, man? Basically, I can tell you the ones who survived. Nick didn't survive. Emma, I think. So you had the two girls that were in the storage area. Well, not storage area. It was like a. Look, guys, I'm getting tired, man. All I can say is we managed to save more characters than we did for them to die. So now, because obviously I'm going to be doing a movie mode, which I'm not going to do tonight. I'm going to do that tomorrow, where everyone lives, and then we're going to do a movie mode where everyone dies. So I don't know how, because it took 10 hours gaming time to do, but it might be a lot more sped up in terms of the movie mode. Anyway, guys, I'm coming off now. I'm going to literally post the other two videos that I've already got, and then I'm going to go through the next parts so that I have caught up with this movie mode now. I didn't know what movie mode was. I thought it was like a different experience where it'd be more like the graphics would be a little bit better, but it actually is more of a sit back and watch the game unfold. So, alright, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in movie mode. Peace out.